Hello, y'all. Welcome to my home for our gentle vinyasa in Yin Home, a nice relaxing way to end your week, your Sunday night. You'll want some props tonight, blocks or some sturdy books, something like that. If you can have them, you can stack the books together and you can kind of give yourself some support. You will want a yoga strap, a men's tie, belt, a belt from a robe would work really well, something like that. A nice pillow, couch cushion, bolster, something sturdy but also cushy, something you can get kind of cozy with, and maybe a blanket that you could fold or roll up to prop yourself on. And then later for Shavasana, if you have any pillows or maybe an eye pillow, anything like that you want to use, you'll want that handy. Some tea, glass of wine, whatever suits you best this Sunday evening. Just gather it all in nice and close and get ready on your mat. So tonight we're going to be talking about finding peace within ourselves, finding peace here on our mat, being able to cultivate that on our own. So this evening we're going to go ahead and get started in our Supta Baddha Konasana, or our reclined butterfly pose. So we're going to have soles of the feet together, and if you want some props under your knees, you can go ahead and place your blocks, books, pillows, whatever you have handy there, and we're going to lay back. And we're going to be here for about 5 minutes. So you can have your blanket or a pillow, something low profile, gently right under the back of your head if it's comfortable. You can have hands on your hips, belly and heart, right out to the side, palms up, whatever's most comfortable for you. Find your Supta Baddha Konasana, props under the knees, whatever feels best. And go ahead and let your eyes close here right now. Taking a moment to just settle into yourself, settle in here on your mat. Letting go of whatever was going on today, not worrying about what you have going on later, the rest of this week. Just taking a moment to be fully present with yourself right here, right now. Maybe let your eyes close as you lay here on your back. Letting your breath begin to deepen and lengthen through the nose. So often we come to our mats looking for a bit of peace in the chaos. A moment to slow down and be present. But so often, especially during these slower classes, we find our minds wandering, reliving moments from the day, going over to-do lists, thinking of work, or just general worries, especially nowadays. This is exactly why these slower classes can be so very helpful, giving you that space to truly breathe and practice, acknowledging and then letting go of those wayward thoughts. Finding space here to truly cultivate peace on your mat within yourself. Yoga helps you develop an intimacy with your body and with your thoughts. Every time we return to our mats, we learn how to sit with our discomforts more and more. And when we can do this, we can truly find peace inside of ourselves. Take 3 more full cycles of breath right here in your reclined butterfly pose. And on your next inhale, maybe using your hands for support, gently draw the knees into the chest, giving yourself a hug, maybe rocking side to side if it feels good for you, massaging your back on the mat. And we're going to take a reclined pigeon pose. So on an inhale, cross that right ankle over the left knee, reach through to the back of the left knee, and draw those knees in towards your chest. Pulling those left toes back towards the shin. Maybe using that right elbow to press the right knee out, getting a nice big stretch along this outside of the right hip and glute. If you need a deeper stretch, you can even lift the shoulders off of the mat, making yourself nice and tiny. Remember to come back to those long inhales and long exhales wherever you are. On an exhale, release this side and switch. Left leg over the right knee. Reach through that hole you made and draw the knees in towards the chest. Once again. Toes curl towards the shins. Maybe use that left elbow to press the left knee out. And if you want to deepen that stretch, you can lift the shoulders off of the mat, curling yourself nice and tiny. Coming back to those long inhales and long exhales. Take a big inhale here. Exhale to release. Draw both knees back into the chest. Give yourself a hug. You can T or cactus your arms out to the side. Hop the hips to the right. Take an inhale. Exhale. Drop both knees to the left for supine twist. Maybe gaze over that right shoulder, trying to keep that right shoulder connected to your mat. The closer the knees are to the left armpit, the deeper that twist. But it's very early in practice. We're trying to be gentle. Be easy on yourself. Maybe you don't twist as deep this evening as normal. That's okay. Using the core, draw the belly button into the spine. Inhale, knees through center. Hop the hips to the left. Exhale, knees go to the right. Both shoulders stay connected to the mat. Maybe the right hand helps press the knees over. Gaze over that left shoulder if it's comfortable for you. Engage the core. Inhale, draw the knees through center. Hips hop to the right. Exhale, knees to the left. Supine twist once again. Core engages. Inhale, knees to center. Hop the hips to the left. Exhale, knees to the right. Engage the core, knees through center. Give yourself a nice hug. Make yourself nice and tiny. Take a couple of rock and rolls and roll up to that boat pose. A little bit of core tonight to get you nice and warm. Toes can be on the mat, hands behind the knees. Feet can be lifted. Arms can be free. Find your boat pose. Whatever feels best for you, wherever you are. Shoulders are back. Chest is lifted. Maybe even gaze up. Holding nice and steady right here. Big inhale. Exhale, low boat. Shoulders and feet are off of the mat. You can hold onto the thighs for support. Inhale, high boat. Take it back up. Big inhale here. Exhale, low boat. And now let it all go. Stretch it out nice and long. Nice and long. Draw knees back into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe find that happy baby. You can grab the inside of the feet, outside of the feet, big toes, ankles, back of the knees, front of the knees, whatever feels best for you. You could rock side to side, straighten one leg, the other, or both. For my hips, holding the ankles feels best for me in happy baby. Finding those long inhales and long exhales. You're going to want your strap or your tie, whatever you have, and we're going to bring it around the ball of the right foot. And extend that right leg long. Both hands can be on the strap, and maybe your leg is out here and you have a lot of length. That's fine, wherever you are. We want to find a gentle stretch in the back of that right leg. And when you're ready, you can extend that left leg long. Planting that left back of the left hip on your mat, pulling the right leg forward. Coming back to those long inhales, long exhales. Grab your strap, your tie, whatever it is, with the right hand. Let the left hand come either to the left hip or make it come out long to the side. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, gently let that right leg fall open. Maybe it only comes to here, stays nice and high. That's perfect. Maybe it comes a little lower. That's perfect too. Maybe you're all the way out. That's fine. Wherever you are, ground down into that left foot. Your left leg is your anchor. It's holding you steady, both shoulders on the mat. Breathing here. Inhale, bring it back up. Use the core. Left hand takes your strap or tie. Right hand comes out to the side this time. And on an exhale, let that right leg pull over to the left gently. Bring your right hand to that right hip crease right there and pull that right hip back down. You want your right hip anchored to your mat as you stretch the leg across the body. We're stretching the outside of the hip to the outside of the knee, getting right into that IT band. Big long inhales, big long exhales. Inhale, lift it up straight, both hands on the strap. Maybe pull it a little closer. And on an exhale, gently release. Both feet come to the floor and we'll switch sides. So left foot has the strap now, right foot on the mat. Both hands on the strap or tie, gently pulling that leg towards you. When you feel ready, let that right leg go long. Each side of the body is different. It's okay if one side is much tighter than the other. That's normal. Wherever you are, just gently allow the back of that leg to open. Being mindful, never trying to hurt yourself or force anything. Bring both ends of the strap to the left hand. Right hand can come to the hip or tee out to the side. And when you're ready, take an inhale. Exhale. Let that left leg fall out to the left. Maybe it stays nice and high. Maybe it's a little lower. Maybe it's all the way out. Wherever you are, use that left hand, that pull, to help you anchor yourself in that left leg from going too far. Press down through the right leg, helping you stay balanced. Right shoulder is on the mat, coming back to that breath. Use the core. Inhale, draw that left leg up. Right hand takes the straps. Left hand tees out to the side to start. And then when you're ready on an exhale, gently draw that left leg across the body. Left hand now comes to the hip crease, drawing that left hip back down, anchoring it to your mat. Left hip, left shoulder's anchored. Getting that nice IT stretch on the left leg this time. Inhale, bring it up. Both hands come up and connect. Gently stretching through the back of that leg. Straight up one more time. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release that leg down. Remove the strap. Hug the knees into the chest. Take another rock and roll or two and find that boat pose one more time. Landing right on your sit bones, finding your balance, core is engaged. One more big inhale here. Exhale, Sukhasana, cross the legs right here, finding your comfortable seat. You can always place blocks under the knees or slide that blanket under the hips, lifting them just a little bit. It can make it a little more comfortable. Take a moment and anchor yourself down. Take a big inhale. Exhale, arms come down. Nice big movements. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, take it back down. One more time. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, twist this time to the right. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Press yourself nice and long on your exhale. Deepen that twist. Maybe you gaze behind you. Belly button draws into the spine. Inhale, unwind, reach it up. Exhale, twist the other way. Right hand to the left hip, left hand behind you. Press yourself tall on the inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, take it to the right. Inhale, press the spine long. Exhale, draw the belly button in, deepen that twist. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, twist left, right hand, left knee. Spine is long, core is engaged. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, bring the hands down and find that strap once again. We're going to bring it right overhead, between the hands, a little bit wider than shoulder width distance apart. Right overhead. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, let the hands drop behind you, stretching through the shoulders and chest. Trying to keep both sit bones anchored to your mat. The pelvis nice and neutral. Inhale, overhead. You can shorten or lengthen if you need to. Exhale, take it behind you. Inhale, lift it up. This time, just the left hand comes down. You can shorten it if you want to. Left hand behind you. Right hand pulls back overhead, stretching through the tricep, the lat, right through the middle of the armpit just a bit. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, right hand comes down this time. Stretching through the left side. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, both down one more time right here, as far as you can go. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, set that strap aside and make your way to your tabletop. Stacking shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. Toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever is most comfortable for you. Inhale, drop the belly for cow pose. Exhale, round the back for cat. Move with your breath. Every inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the heart and the tailbone. Every exhale, pressing into the palms. Contract the abs, round the spine. You can take any organic movements that feel good, bend side to side. Make circles with the spine. This is your chance to really wake up everything. Work out your kinks. You could flip the hands, stretch the wrists, whatever feels good for you. Take 3 more full cycles of breath in that cat and cow. Tuck the toes. Bring the hands one palm print forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal the heels, one then the other. Let the chest sink towards the thighs. You can bend the knees. Hips reach towards the ceiling. Let the heels gently sink towards the mat. Big inhales, big exhales. Big inhale, big exhale. Inhale, lift that right leg, bend the knee, and let the right hip fall open, stacking on top of the left hip. Press through the hands and open that hip. Big stretch on the right of the front hip. Maybe look at the right toes over your left shoulder. Exhale that right foot back down. Inhale, left leg lifts, knee bends, hips fall open on this side. Press the shoulders down. Maybe you can see the left toes over your shoulder. Exhale, that foot down. Inhale, high plank. Hold it steady here. You can take the knees if that's where you are in your practice tonight. Firm through the legs, firm through the hands and shoulders. One inhale here. Exhale, belly comes all the way down. Toes point back. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, baby cobra. Chest lifts, very little pressure in the fingers. Exhale, lower down. Bring the hands back closer to the rib cage now. Inhale, press up for cobra pose. Draw the elbows together, broaden the shoulders down the back. Spread the collarbones, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, lower down. Inhale through tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, lifting the hips. Pedal the feet out if that feels good for you. Walking out your dog, one foot then the other. Inhale, high plank. On or off your knees, nice long body. Exhale, belly all the way to the mat. This time we're setting up for our locust pose. So we're going to have forehead on the mat, toes reach back, arms reach back. Exhale everything out. Inhale, lift. Feet come up, hands come up. The glutes and back muscles are doing all the work. Gaze right down your nose for a neutral neck. One more inhale here. Exhale, rest your favorite cheek on the mat. Come back to that locust pose setup. Forehead to the mat, arms and feet reach back. Exhale everything out. Inhale, lift. Feet come up, chest lifts, fingers reach up and back. Pull the fingers towards your heels, lifting the chest. Lift the heels a little higher. One more inhale. Exhale, lower yourself back down. Rest your cheek on the mat. Bring hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, press yourself through tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Drop that back knee. You can bring in a blanket or a towel underneath that back knee. You can have back toes tucked or untucked. Hips, pelvis are neutral to the front of the mat. Arms reach high. Right knee stacks over the right ankle, low crescent lunge. Interlace the fingers, reach the palms up. Exhale to the right. Maybe gaze underneath that left arm. Right glute is active, keeping you balanced. Inhale, center. Release the hands. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck those back toes. Take an inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, down dog. Step it straight back. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Drop the right knee. Come up for that low crescent lunge on this side. Back toes can be tucked or untucked. You could have that blanket underneath your knee. Left knee stacked over the ankle. Shoulders and hips square to the front of your mat. Neutral pelvis. Arms reach nice and high. Sinking forward. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms up. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Maybe gaze under the right arm. Inhale, center. Release the hands. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift that back knee. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Take one inhale here. Exhale, tabletop pose. And you can come back to your seat. We're going to start the yin portion of our class. And so you're going to want your props. We're going to start with our child's pose. You may want a pillow, bolster, tightly rolled blanket, possibly a block or two. We're going to take our wide child's pose. If it's comfortable for you to spend 5 minutes in your child's pose right here, please take it, as that is the traditional yin posture. If you'd like a little bit of support, bring that bolster right here and lay across it. And if you want even more support, you can bring a block under it, lifting up that pillow or bolster just a bit and resting your cheek on one side or the other, or your forehead if you're in child's pose traditionally. And I'll let you know halfway through when it's time to change sides. Maybe letting the eyes close as you relax here. As we begin sinking into the cool stillness of our yin practice. Meditation and pranayama are essential for cultivating inner peace. So right here in your child's pose, let your breath deepen once again. Long inhale through the nose, maybe pause at the top. Then long exhale through the nose, pausing again at the bottom. This is called Viloma pranayama. It helps cool the body and relieve anxiety, calming our nervous system. Try to continue this type of pranayama, this Viloma breath, throughout our yin class. Taking these long inhales, pausing for a second or two, and then a long exhale, pausing for a second or two. Let that deep relaxation just begin washing over your body, releasing tension. Notice thoughts and emotions without judgment. They're neither good nor bad. Switch cheeks now if you need to. Let these thoughts come and go. Don't dwell on them. Just notice them. And then bring awareness back to the breath. Training your body to see the thoughts without reaction. And come back to that peaceful breath when you need to. Know that you can always adjust your stance, your posture at any point. If anything becomes too intense, you can back out of it, rearrange your props. Listen to your body. We have about 30 seconds left in our child's pose. Gently begin lifting yourself away from the blocks and bolster. Move any props that you need to. Draw the knees together. And sink into a passive child's pose. Knees together, forehead to the mat, arms reaching back, palms up. Bring hands under the shoulders, press yourself up, swing your feet one way or another, and find your seat. We're going to take caterpillar pose, which is a seated forward fold. So if you'd like to have your hips a little bit higher than your knees, I suggest bringing that folded blanket or a block underneath the back of your hips right now, just right underneath the edge. And as we fold forward and relax, we'll be here for 3 minutes. You can bring a block or pillow to the knees. Hands can be at the shins, whatever is most comfortable for you. You can bring a pillow, allowing the body to relax and gently stretch into the back of the legs. We hold our yin postures longer, giving our muscles time to stretch a little deeper, to stop resisting and thinking they need to react. And taking this Viloma Pranayama, these long inhales with the pause, and exhale with the pause, allows our nervous system to relax. Letting our body physically sink into a peaceful posture. Excuse me. Every exhale, trying to relax every single muscle. Thirty more seconds in our caterpillar pose. Very carefully begin lifting your torso, setting that block aside or prop aside if you had it. Bring soles of the feet to the mat. Hands come behind the hips, fingertips facing the bum, and just gently rock the knees side to side, windshield wipering them. Releasing tension from the lower back and hips, a little from the back of the legs. We're going to come and sit straight up for deer pose now. We're going to bring our right leg across the mat, and our left leg is going to swoop behind us. And if your leg being like that, lift in the hips, I suggest leaving that blanket right there underneath you. We're going to bring the left knee to meet the right foot. And if this is too intense or uncomfortable for you, you could do half deer and swing that left leg straight. But we're going to bring that leg bent, knee back, and we're going to fold over the front of our leg here. So you could have blocks, bolster, or just go for it. And we're going to be here for 3 minutes. So find what feels best for you here in that deer pose. And you're going to feel a big stretch in the right outer hip. That's where you're looking for that stretch. And the closer you are to that right knee, or to the closer you are to that left knee, the more intense that stretch will be on the right side. So find your position, find those long inhales, and try to relax and let go right here. Maybe you're relaxing over a pillow or a bolster. Maybe you have your head on a block. Whatever feels best for you. Knowing you can always adjust yourself or your bolsters if you need to. Trying to match the length of the inhale to the length of the exhale. The length of one pause to the length of the second pause. Begin to gently lift yourself out of your deer pose, walking the torso up. Bring hands behind the back. Once again, bend both knees up, soles of the feet. Come to your mat, and then gently rock the knees side to side once again. Releasing the tension in the hips and the lower back. And we'll come to the other side for deer pose. So left leg bends in front of us this time. Right leg pulls behind. Left foot to right knee. When you're ready and you feel comfortable positioned, you have all your props how you want them, lay over that left leg. We'll be here for 3 minutes as well. The closer you come to that right knee, the more intense that stretch is on the left outer hip. Noticing if the mind wanders. Bring it right back to those long inhales and long exhales. You'll notice there's less talking, less cueing from the teacher in yin. So you can truly relax there into your breath and find that space within yourself, that stillness, that peacefulness. Begin to gently lift yourself up and out of that deer pose, hands coming behind you. Gently bring the feet around, and once again, let those knees fall side to side. And we're going to make our way into our butterfly pose. So soles of the feet come together. You can have the hips up on the edge of that blanket still if it's comfortable for you, soles of the feet together, spine nice and long to start with. And I like to bring a block or pillow right up to my feet. So as I lay over for my butterfly pose, I can relax my forehead onto the block. If allowing your knees to fall out like this is too intense, bring those blocks, books, what have you, underneath the legs for support. So we'll be 3 minutes here, just like our other postures, finding whatever way is best to relax the neck and the head for you. Whether it be a pillow, block, book, allowing the shoulders to fall away from each other, back to round. Hopefully the neck can relax. Finding your way back to that Viloma Pranayama, those long inhales, long exhales. We'll be here in our butterfly pose for about 30 more seconds. Very gently begin making your way up, lifting the torso. Carefully draw knees together, soles of the feet to the mat, hands come behind the hips, and let those knees fall side to side. Releasing the tension in the hips, the inner thighs, the lower back. We're going to slowly make our way down to our backs now. So whatever works best for you. If you want to use your core and roll down the spine, you can do that. If you'd rather find another way, that's perfectly fine too. We're going to draw our knees into our chest. I like to have my blanket now under the back of my head. Draw knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Maybe rock side to side. Or if it feels good, make yourself nice and tidy. We're going to keep hold of the right knee. Let the left leg fall down the mat. Take that right arm out to the side. And then gently hop the hips to the right a smidge. And we're taking supine twist. Let that right leg fall over the left side. And if it feels good, you can bring a block or a pillow or bolster underneath that right leg. Or maybe jam your blanket underneath that right shoulder so you're grounded. You want your right shoulder connected to something. Taking 3 minutes here in our supine twist, just like our other postures. Knowing you can adjust any moment you need to. Every exhale, trying to release tension throughout the body. You can always adjust, either sinking deeper on an exhale, or maybe easing out of it and propping yourself more on an inhale if you need to. About 30 more seconds. Begin to gently make your way back onto your back, drawing knees into the chest once again. Straightening the pelvis, making it neutral. Maybe you get nice and tiny, rock side to side, whatever feels good for you. Then people to the left knee, let that right leg fall down the mat. Gently hop the hips to the left. And when you're ready, let that left leg fall over the body for supine twist the other way. Maybe bringing your props, your pillows, your blocks, what have you, to this side. Making sure that left shoulder is grounded down onto the mat or a blanket or a pillow. Maybe gazing over the opposite shoulder. Trying to let go of tension in the jaw, the forehead. About 30 more seconds here. Begin gently moving onto your back out of your supine twist. Drawing knees into the chest one final time here. Maybe make yourself as tiny as possible. You can massage the lower back on the mat if it feels good. And when you're ready, we're going to stretch out for our final posture, our Shavasana or corpse pose. If you have any extra props to make yourself more comfortable, grab them now. Maybe your acupressure mat, if that feels good for you. You could place a pillow under the head, maybe cover up with your blanket. Cover the eyes. But when it feels good for you, stretch both feet out long. Palms come down by the sides, toes relax out. Eyes close. Every muscle relaxes. Sinking into stillness for Shavasana. If you are comfortable and want to stay in your Shavasana, you can. If you'd like to begin waking up, start wiggling fingers and toes, deepening the breathing, bringing awareness back to the body, and taking your time when it feels good for you to roll onto your favorite side into the fetal position, bending the bottom elbow, cradling the head, taking a moment here to adjust to being awake. And when it feels right, you can press yourself up into that comfortable seated position of Sukhasana. Letting the knees fall towards the mat, shoulders come down the back. Maybe hands come to heart center if you're comfortable with that. Eyes closed, or maybe the gaze comes down. Within you is a stillness and a sanctuary to which you can retreat anytime and be yourself. I hope you were able to find that inner sanctuary and that inner peace tonight. Thank you so much for joining me on your mat. May the longtime sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and pure light within you guide you on your way. Namaste. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Join me for classes live throughout the week and uploads every week as well. Have a beautiful night. Thanks, guys.